Good afternoon, panel. It is my duty as a first line supervisor of the Philadelphia Police Department to ensure my officers are highly motivated, highly trained, so they can provide the citizens of Philadelphia the highest level of service. I recognize this bomb scare is a very sensitive and serious matter that requires my immediate attention and action. I'm going to notify police ready via a telephone landline that we're on location and that we're the bomb threat. I'm going to notify all necessary personnel not to utilize any form of cell phones, mobile data communication device, or police ready by any means. I'm going to communicate with the owner or manager of the stadium to pertain any clues and information pertaining to the suspected device. Also, see if the building has a bomb scare rescue plan in place, and if so, are they going to initiate it? From there, we're going now with necessary personnel and individuals that are familiar with the layout of the stadium. We're going to conduct a search operation for the suspected device. Upon discovery of the suspected device within a rare entranceway, we're going to, and it is what we believe it is, we're going to immediately cease operations of the search immediately. I'm going to notify police ready via the telephone landline of the suspected device, and they will now implement notifications to all necessary units through the emergency response checklist. And these units will be the bomb disposal unit, who will be the lead agency that will handle such bomb threat, our fire department, the fire department so they can have necessary medical personnel respond, and also there's a bomb threat that can lead to a harassment incident in a matter of seconds. And if our fire department is the lead agency of dealing with harassment incidents. We also notified the Chief Inspector of Homeland Security. Homeland Security is the lead agency that handles major response incidents along with anti-terrorism work. We make sure we notify public affairs so they can send out citywide broadcasts to the citizens of Philadelphia, also neighboring residents, that we have a bomb threat to evacuate or shelter in place. At this point in time, make sure we communicate to the Detective Division of Occurrence so they're aware of the situation. They can begin the workup of the bomb scare. Also notify our Real-Time Crime Center. Through Real-Time Crime Center, this is police personnel that's located within the Delaware Violence Intelligence Center or Fusion Center that has access to all city cameras. In this event, I'm pretty sure they have access to the stadium cameras. This will help in the event of locating any secondary device, along with potential a suspect that dropped the backpack off. We'll also notify K9. Through K9, they will not be utilized to search the device, the suspected backpack, but utilized to search any other immediate threat areas, such as the locker rooms, the garage, or even the parking lot. From there, I'm going to ensure the evacuation plan is into place, that all personnel's hands on deck. I'm going to activate the basic fundamental incident command system. I'll notify my immediate supervisor of the bomb threat and that I'm in control. We're going to begin the ICS system through an inner perimeter. Then inner perimeter is going to upkeep the integrity of the crime scene. Now we're going to have the outer perimeter. The outer perimeter is going to make sure any unnecessary personnel does not respond within. We also have the staging area, which is going to be located within the parking lot, where all necessary personnel will respond to. We also have the command post. This is where I'll be directing my control of the situation. I'm going to have my communication card. The communication card is I'm going to delegate the task of the crime scene log and the incident report. The crime scene log is just lists a chronological order of chain of events that occurred from the bomb scare. I'm going to delegate this task to the responsible officer because this will just free me more time to focus on the bomb threat and ensure that evacuation process is implemented effectively. I'm going to ensure all my officers, as we conduct this crime scene, have everything put into place, not to utilize any form of police radios, mobile data communication device, or even cell phones once we're within 100 feet of the suspected device and that we're under or behind hard cover, such as buildings or walls. From there, we have to make more notification. We need to notify public transportation. Now, most major incidents, we utilize public transportation we make sure public transportation reroutes. So I want to make sure that I don't necessarily have any trains or separate buses coming into the stadium with more civilians. However, we can now utilize public transportation to help with evacuation. In this event, we can now get more buses on location to now, load up more citizens and more people in the stadium to get further away from the bomb threat immediately. Make sure you notify utilities department. Don't not notify utilities department. They can help bomb disposal unit in the event of have to cut off gas or even cut off electricity. Make sure we notify our crime scene unit personnel. Our crime scene unit personnel is the lead agency to handle, preserving evidence within major incidents. But in this event, because this is just a suspected device, they're going to be on standby. Make sure we notify our administrative staff within our police district, informing them to conduct the critical incident report, which we then forwarded to the commanding officer. Now activate the rapid response teams. The rapid response teams is 2 officers from each district, so that gives me 42 officers that will now assist in potentially securing the crime scene, evacuation purposes, and handle 911 calls within the district. This bomb scare can now roll over to later hours of the shift and next to our duty. So I want to communicate to my co-supervisors to potentially provide relief for my officers to avoid any unnecessary overtime. At this point in time, I will keep my immediate supervisor informed of every notification I made along the way. And I'll also make sure I have direct communication with the owner and manager of the building so we can get a physical description and layout of the infrastructure that we have at this point in time. Upon the successful operation of the suspected device, I feel in place that we put in place the necessary personnel and the steps to make sure we neutralize this bomb threat. However, additional measures must be put in place to ensure police personnel can respond effectively if this happens again. And the best way to do this is through training. Training is the backbone for the police department. So I have to ensure not only my officers are highly trained, but that training includes myself as well. So through roll call, which is 15 minutes of our start of our tour duty that allows two-way communication between the supervisor and his officers. So through roll call, I want to debrief my officers. I want to get their positive feedback on ways that they felt that things that we felt that we did great at and things we need to do better at, just so we can have constructive criticism, constructive positive feedback, and way to utilize ourselves better from the eyes of the supervisor and the officers. From there, through roll call training, I'm gonna make sure we update our officers and keep them informed of the bomb scare department policy that we have into place. Make sure they're fully aware of the procedures that we must utilize at all causes. I also want to coordinate with the bomb disposal unit so they can come address our officers at roll call, inform them better ways to engage when we're dealing with a bomb disposal unit, how to identify a suspected device, and also intelligent and informed ways to and gather more intelligence to have a better understanding of the suspects within any particular situations. I want to recognize my officer that responded from the bomb scare incident. They were simply at a Phillies game, ensuring the upkeep and security of the Phillies game and ensure all necessary personnel was safe. But at a matter of seconds, it was a bomb scare, and all my officers did was find the suspected device and evacuate citizens immediately, putting other lives before their own. We recognize all the whether it's a formal district accommodations, a word from the Fraternal Order of Police, whereas they now get a combination through merits, or a simple thank you that these officers want to put their life on the line by any means.